Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week I am doing a little bit of a different video. So I'm actually doing a bullet journal video, and I just started bullet journaling. As you can see, here's like a past week before. This is my first week, second week, and then this is gonna be my third week spread. And I was just gonna go through it. It's kind of relaxing watching these videos. I'm just gonna warn you, like, I'm not a professional bullet journaler, if that's even a phrase that someone can say. I'm not very good at bullet journaling. Obviously, this is my first journal. I thought I would just make this video and talk through the way I make my bullet journal spreads. They're pretty simple. They're not really too difficult or too time consuming. I just like to make them kind of something I'll keep up with. If you like more complicated stuff, that works for you, that's great, but I am a very simple person, so let's get started. So for my bullet journal, all I use is a ruler that I got from Walmart, these Papermate ink joint pens that I got from Walmart. I got like 20 for like $15. Whoa, that's too much money. I got like 15 pens for like $5. And then I use a Bible as well, but that's optional. I stole the weekend bar of splitting the weekend from my bullet journal mom. Basically I saw a girl in my choir class doing a bullet journal. I was like, oh, I always wanted to do one, but I just thought I couldn't really keep up with it, so thanks. So yeah, and then the next thing I do is I number the days. So now for the language tally box. Ooh, that is not a straight line. Oh gosh. This is a mess. This is why I said I'm not a professional. This is why all my teachers in England just hated grading my stuff, because I could not draw anything in a straight line to save my literal American British life. It just was so bad. Look at that. That's not even straight. And the thing is with bullet journal pages is that you can't white it out because the page is an off-white color. So if you get white out, it's obviously gonna be dang, that looks bad, but we're not going to talk about that. So I like to separate these because these are two different boxes. So we have my NYRs, which are my New Year's resolutions. And this is just how I keep up with them. So this is my artistic abilities. Oh, I didn't even do drawings. So on the first spread I did drawings, but we don't do drawings anymore apparently. So I am going to draw my boxes for that. So my one positive, one memory box, I forgot really if I got into depth about it, but I just always forget things I do. So I was just if I write one positive thing that happened this week and one thing that's particularly memorable, then I can just throughout the year, if I just want to look back and be oh yeah, that did happen, oh yeah, that did happen. And it's just really nice, a nice reflection to remember what you're grateful for and things like that. So now we are on the language tally. So this is where basically I write down all my languages and how much I study it a week, just to keep on top of stuff and keeps me a little bit motivated. So if you don't know what all the languages I speak besides English, I know American Sign Language, then we have Spanish, which necesito practicar más, pero soy puertorriqueña, pero no hablo español, así que necesito practicar. Y sí, entonces yo hablo francés un poquito, pero no más. And then we have Korean, which I forgot what color I wrote it in. Pink. Okay. And then we have Korean, which I would act like I could speak Korean for you guys just straight off the cuff like that, but you know I can't. So if you do like language learning, follow Polyglotish, definitely. I am planning on uploading more language related content there, so stay tuned. And again, half these spreads I do, I made up, okay? So I know there's, oh, you couldn't even see it. Half the spreads I do, I actually made up. So I know there's probably a more professional way of doing this, or probably a better way that's out there, but I haven't watched that many bullet journal videos. That probably explains why this one's so bad. Not even gonna lie to you. But yeah, this is just where we're at. I just wanted to show you guys a way to quickly make a spread that doesn't exactly have to look too darn special. So if you're just really insecure about all these like bullet journal YouTubers who make these beautiful spreads, don't be fearful, because not everyone is that perfect. So now that we've got all of this done, I'm going to do the top, which is actually low-key the easiest part, and that's just where we write what week we're on. So here on week 4, there we go. And then at the start of every week, I like to do a scripture, but before I do that, I'm going to header this week, so how far it is going over. So this is going from January 21st to January 27th. And then now for the scripture that I'm using, which I just like to do like a scripture of the week / like a memory scripture type feel. Just something to just have in my mind, and when I'm stressed out, I'll just look to the top of it. So the scripture I picked is actually a short one. So I picked 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18. Basically, I picked this scripture because I've been worrying a lot about standardized tests and just like taking them, and if you know, like, where am I gonna end up, you know, just like, God, where do you want me? I'm kind of like, I've always been a planner, so it's really rough just to be like, you know, just let go and pray and it'll all work out. Like, in my mind, that seems like too easy, and I know that's like a really weird thing to talk about. But if you do like Christian content, again, I have a Christian YouTube channel. So yes, I do have 3 channels. It gets a little hectic sometimes, but I do have 3 channels, and if you want to hear me talk more about Christian things and Christian content, then you should go and check out my channel, Sermons by Teens for Teens, and yeah, just check that out. And again, with bullet journals, you don't have to have perfect handwriting. I don't really have cute handwriting. Like, my handwriting's quite rigid because I just write like a 5-year-old, and so I just like to do simple little designs just to kind of make it my own. Thank you guys for watching this week's video. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, do whatever you do, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye!